Hey everybody, welcome back for the next video. So let's talk about dogs. We love them, right? Man's best friend. But you hear these stories, you see these headlines about dangerous breeds, it gets you thinking. But here's the thing, and I really believe this, you've probably heard it before. There are no dangerous dogs, only dangerous owners. The truth is, every single dog, from a tiny chihuahua to a scary pit bull, has the potential to be the sweetest, most friendly goofball you've ever met. Think of it like this. A dog is like a stand-up comedian. If they have a good writer and a supportive audience, they're gonna kill it on stage. If they're just thrown out there with no material, it's gonna be a rough night for everyone. Are you ready to meet the top 10 most dangerous dogs? Let's get into it. This is gonna be fun. I mean, come on, it's dogs. What's not to love? All right, first up, the one you all knew was coming, the pit bull. This poor dog has become the poster child for dangerous breeds. If dogs had a high school, the pit bull would be the kid who wears a leather jacket and listens to loud music, but is secretly writing poetry and volunteering at the animal shelter on weekends. Originally bred in the UK, they were known as nanny dogs because of how gentle and protective they were with children. They are incredibly loyal, eager to please, and full of goofy, lovable energy. The problem isn't the dog, it's the reputation that attracts the wrong kind of owners. A well-raised pit bull is one of the most affectionate and devoted companions you could ever ask for. They're big, muscular lapdogs, really. So when you see a pit bull, don't see the stereotype. See the potential for a loving, loyal friend who just needs a responsible owner to show them the way. Next on our list, the Rottweiler. Big, powerful, and with a stare that can feel like it's looking right through you. They look like they should be guarding a fortress or maybe the door to a very exclusive nightclub. Their history goes all the way back to the Roman Empire, where they were used to herd cattle. They're working dogs with a purpose, not just sitting around waiting for trouble. Their protective nature is legendary, and that's a good thing when you're part of their family. But here's the key. Their intelligence means they need a job to do and a leader to follow. A bored Rottweiler is like me with too much time before a show. I start rearranging the furniture and pranking the roots. It's not pretty. With the right guidance, a Rottweiler isn't a threat. They're the most reliable security guard and loving family member you could ever hope for. Well, well, well. Look who made it all the way down here. If you liked the video so far, I would appreciate it if you subscribed. The German Shepherd, the valedictorian of the dog world. These guys are so smart, they probably do the Sunday crossword puzzle in pen. We see them everywhere, working with police and the military as service animals. They are the epitome of a noble, capable canine. Their intelligence is off the charts, which is exactly why they excel in those high-stakes jobs. They can learn commands faster than I can learn the latest TikTok dance. It's impressive, and a little intimidating, let's be honest. But that big brain needs to be kept busy. A German Shepherd without a task is like a superhero without a city to save. They get restless. This is where owners sometimes go wrong. They get this beautiful, intelligent dog and don't provide enough mental or physical stimulation. They're basically saying, hey, human, give me a project. Let's organize the Tupperware. Anything. With consistent training, plenty of exercise, and a job, even if that job is just being the world's best fetch partner, German Shepherds are incredible companions. Okay, let's talk about the American Bulldog. This dog is pure muscle. They look like they spend all their time at the gym. I mean, if you asked an American Bulldog, bro, do you even lift? They'd just flex, and the question would be answered. Because of that strength, they've earned a spot on the dangerous list in some places, which is a real shame, because they're hiding a very sweet secret. Beneath that tough, muscular exterior is a heart of gold. American Bulldogs are known for being incredibly affectionate and loving with their families. They are big softies who often think they are tiny lapdogs. They will try to curl up on you, all 80 pounds of them, and you won't have the heart to tell them no. They are playful, goofy, and can be fantastic with kids when raised with them. They have a real gentle giant vibe going on. The key to unlocking that sweet side is early and consistent socialization. They need to be introduced to lots of different people, places, and other animals from a young age. This helps them build confidence and learn that the world isn't a scary place that needs to be guarded against all the time. An American Bulldog that is well socialized and trained by a confident owner is a joy to be around. A loyal, loving, and surprisingly sensitive companion who just happens to be built like a heavyweight champion. Now for a real heavyweight, the Bullmastiff. These dogs are huge. So big, they probably have their own gravitational pull. Originally bred to be estate guardians, their job was to track and hold down poachers without seriously harming them. Think of them as the world's most intimidating bouncers. They're not looking for a fight, but they will absolutely end one. Despite their formidable appearance, Bullmastiffs are known for having a remarkably gentle and docile temperament, especially with their own family. They are the strong, silent type. They're not big barkers, they prefer to observe quietly from their favorite spot on the rug. They are fiercely loyal and will protect their family without a second thought. But their instinct is to use their size to block a threat, not to attack. Like all powerful breeds, early training and socialization are non-negotiable. They need an owner who can be a calm, confident leader. You can't physically muscle a bull mastiff into doing something, so it's all about earning their respect through positive reinforcement and clear boundaries. When they have that leadership, they are content to be giant, drooly, couch-loving members of the family. A well-raised bull mastiff is a testament to the idea that true strength is gentle. All right, let's switch gears to the Siberian Husky. Beautiful, right? With those striking blue eyes and that thick, gorgeous coat, they look like they just walked out of a winter wonderland. But here's the thing about Huskies. They are not just pretty faces. These dogs were bred to run for miles and miles in freezing temperatures. They have an engine that just doesn't quit. They have more energy than a toddler who just found the secret candy stash. Seriously, this is where the danger comes in, but it's not aggression. It's mischief. A bored Husky is a master of destruction and a brilliant escape artist. They can open doors, scale fences, and dig under them. They're like the Houdini of the dog world. If you leave them alone in a backyard without enough exercise, you might come home to find they've re-landscaped your entire yard and are now visiting the neighbors 3 blocks away. It's not malice, it's just their way of saying, "I'm so bored." If you're a marathon runner, a hiker, or just someone who loves being active outdoors, a Husky could be your perfect partner. But if your idea of exercise is walking to the fridge, you might want to reconsider. Let's talk about the Doberman Pinscher. Sleek, elegant, and athletic, they really do look like the supermodels of the dog world. For decades, they've been typecast in movies as the villain's guard dog, pacing back and forth in some secret lair. That stereotype has given them a reputation for being aggressive and mean. But honestly, that's just Hollywood being Hollywood. It's like casting a really nice actor as a bad guy over and over. In reality, Dobermans were bred to be personal protection dogs, which means their primary trait is loyalty to their person. They are incredibly intelligent, sensitive, and form extremely tight bonds with their families. They're often called Velcro dogs because, well, they want to be stuck right by your side at all times. In the kitchen, they're there. Watching TV, they're there. Going to the bathroom, they'll wait outside the door for you. It's not clingy, it's devotion. This deep bond means they thrive with confident owners who can provide leadership and include them in family life. They are not meant to be left alone in a yard. Dobermans need human interaction and a job to do, whether it's obedience training, dog sports, or just being your jogging partner. A well-socialized Doberman is a gentle, trustworthy, and playful companion. They are fearless, protectors when needed, but honestly, they're goofy, loving family members the rest of the time. Next up, the Alaskan Malamute. If the Siberian Husky is a race car, the Malamute is a freight train. These are dogs of immense size and strength, built for hauling heavy loads over long distances in the Arctic. They are one of the oldest sled dog breeds, and that history really defines them. They're powerful, dignified, and honestly, they have a work ethic that would put most of us to shame. They look at a blizzard and think, yes, a perfect day for a walk. Because of their size and strength, they absolutely need an owner who can be a firm and consistent leader. Malamutes are pack-oriented and will test boundaries to see who's in charge. It's not aggression, it's just their nature. If you're not the leader, they will happily take on the role themselves. And let me tell you, a Malamute in charge of the house is like letting a bear redecorate your living room. It's not going to end well. They need rules and a routine to feel secure. They also need a ton of exercise, not just a walk around the block, but real vigorous activity to burn off that working dog energy. But with the right leadership and lifestyle, Malamutes are incredibly affectionate, playful, and loyal companions. They are gentle giants who are often very good with children, possessing a patient and dignified nature. Now we're getting into some of the more rare breeds. Let's talk about the Dogo Argentino, a stunning, powerful, all-white dog that looks like it was carved from marble. Developed in Argentina for big game hunting, we're talking wild boar and puma. These dogs are the definition of fearless. They are incredibly strong, athletic, and have a very high pain tolerance. Their background is intense, and because of that, they are definitely not a dog for a first-time owner. The key to a happy Dogo is an experienced handler who understands powerful breeds. They need someone who can provide confident, consistent leadership without using harsh methods. They are intelligent and want to please their owner, but they have a strong will. They also have a very high prey drive, which is a holdover from their hunting days. This means early and extensive socialization is absolutely critical to ensure they are well-behaved around other animals and unfamiliar people. With their family, the Dogo Argentino is a different animal altogether. They are known for being fiercely loyal and incredibly protective of their loved ones. They are surprisingly gentle and patient with children in their own family. They are true guardians who will put their life on the line for their pack. A well-raised Dogo is a noble, confident, and loving companion, but they require a serious commitment from an owner who is prepared to meet their unique needs. Last, but certainly not least, the Cane Corso, another majestic guardian breed from Italy. Their name literally means bodyguard dog in Latin, and that's exactly what they are. They are large, muscular, and have an imposing presence that commands respect. Like the Bullmastiff, their primary job was to be a protector of property and family. They are watchful, intelligent, and have a serious demeanor when on duty. They are often described as being aloof or wary of strangers, which is part of their guardian nature. They're not going to run up and lick every new person they meet. They're going to hang back and assess the situation. This is not aggression, it's discernment. They are taking their job as protector seriously. It's like a Secret Service agent. They're not there to make friends, they're there to protect their charge. Socialization and training from a very young age are paramount for a Cane Corso. They need to be exposed to many different sights, sounds, and people to build their confidence and help them distinguish between a real threat and a non-threat. They are sensitive and intelligent, so they respond best to a calm, confident leader who uses positive training methods. For the right owner, a Cane Corso is a peerless guardian and a profoundly devoted companion, a shadow that will follow you everywhere and love you unconditionally. So there you have it, 10 breeds that often get a bad rap, but are really just waiting for the right person to show them the way. From the goofy pit bull to the noble Cane Corso, every single one of them has the capacity for immense love and loyalty. It really does prove the old saying, it's not the dog, it's the owner. A dog's behavior is a reflection of the time, training, and love they receive. It's a huge responsibility, but it's also one of the most rewarding things in the world. So the next time you see one of these dogs, maybe don't cross the street. Look for the owner. See the bond they share. Remember that with responsible ownership, which means proper training, socialization, exercise, and a whole lot of love, any dog can be a wonderful, safe, and loving member of the family. Let's work to end the stereotypes and celebrate these amazing animals for what they are. Individuals just like us. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped shed some light on these incredible breeds. Remember, it's not the breed, it's the owner. With love, training, and care, any dog can be your best friend. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think my dog, Gary, is trying to teach herself how to use the remote. I should probably go check on that. See you next time on Mind Trek.